the June edition of Commander's Open Line. I'm Senior Master Sergeant Joy Josephson, sitting in with you this morning with just in front of me a panel of greatness. I can hardly contain my excitement.
Now you say that as you have the Mission Impossible theme playing, so I sense there may be a little sarcasm
I don't
there.
know what you're talking about, sir. Colonel Ross D. 35th Fighter Wing Commander, Captain Chris Rodman, the NAF Commanding Officer, and Colonel Mike Griffin, the 35th Fighter Wing MSG Commander, all gracing our studio this morning. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming in.
Thanks for having us here. Well, thank you for you being here. You know, this is by special request of the installation commander.
Yes, and who turns those requests down?
That's right. It's a literally a command performance.
That's right.
And so Senior Master Sergeant Josephson, for those of you who don't know, I think this is she's getting ready at PCS, and I said, you know, I would love to do sort of her last time here having a Commander's Open Line. I got to tell a quick story to start off with, which is. I can't remember the exact date, but when I first got here, about a week or two after I got here, it's the air show. So 2 years ago in September. And I hear this voice coming over. You know, this is over the loudspeaker across the entire flight line and all that sort of stuff. And it's this female voice. I mean, she's got a really good voice. She ought to be on the radio. And that's what I'm thinking to myself. You know, and I didn't know any better at the time. We hadn't met. And then a little bit later that morning or that day, I wander up into the space we're controlling at, and where you were broadcasting out of, and met you, and you know, AFN. I go, oh, look at that. Maybe she should be on the radio.
I know. Air Force did good on that one, huh?
Yeah, they did. So
years of training.
But you've done a great job here.
Sir.
You know, AFN. I think all of us would agree that AFN Misawa has a little special something going on here, just in the whole way you all do your business, whether it's your broadcasts or the fun commercials. It's just been cool. So you all have been a great part of this, and it's been under your leadership. So my thanks to you. We were sitting in all units yesterday. That's the staff meeting we have weekly, and I bit my tongue to say goodbye to you and there, because I knew I wanted to do it today on the radio in front of all your listeners.
Oh, well, thank you.
So.
We've enjoyed it. AFN Misawa is a special team, and I can tell you, I've been doing this for, God knows, 19 years now, and this has been the best AFN I've ever been a part of, and it's because of the people that we get here and the teamwork and their motivation and efforts, and that's kind of indicative of Misawa in general, both Air Force and Navy and our Army brethren as well. We get great people up here. I don't know what that's about. Do we handpick them?
No, we got great people in our services.
That's right.
We do.
That's right.
We're very fortunate.
So I would love for you to, talk about how wonderful I am all day long, but I suppose we should actually talk about what we're here for. And I just want to send a plug out there, folks. This is the only opportunity, this one of the opportunities you have every month where you can get direct answers to your questions and concerns. So please call us up, 226-1575 or 226-3621. You can hit up our AFN Misawa Facebook page, or if you'd rather do email, 35fw.pa@misawa.af.mil. So our big event coming up is the 4th of July.
Yeah, exciting.
Very exciting. We have a huge state fair going on.
And I don't know, they've not said which state it is. I've been wondering that, the state fair, waiting for people to...
I'm biased. It's South Carolina State
Is
Fair.
it South Carolina? I was wondering.
Secretly.
I was wondering. It's the Amori State Fair.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's coming in at the club, basically parking lot and all the area around there. It's the Misawa State Fair, I guess is what it is.
Yes,
so
it's all 50 in one.
Yep. And, last year we did it at the base beach, and that was a great success. We're going to try something a little bit different up at the O Club. It gives us a little more room to maneuver. Logistically helps a little bit. And, the weather in Misawa this time of year is, despite how this week has been, which has been awesome.
Yeah, incredible.
Is pretty hit or miss. And so if it ends up being a miss, then it gives us a little more flexibility. But a lot of stuff going on. Mike, I know you got a pretty good rundown of some of the things.
I'm excited. The most thing I'm probably excited for is the mechanical bull. I heard they got the mechanical bull out there.
I thought you were excited for the 10K, the 5K, and the 10K.
Well, I'm excited for that too. There's a golf tournament at the same time, red, white, and blue going on. So there are so many competing things. You got all the carnival stuff. You got all the food going on. You got the mechanical bulls. You got the birds of prey. You got a red, white, and blue golf tournament going on. You got a 5K, 10K going on. And the car show's going on. I mean, there are so many things happening. Even This is going to be unique, and I want to see Colonel Shaneyfelt do this. I guess you have to put on an outfit of duct tape.
Mm-hmm. The duct tape fashion show. Very excited about
Yeah.
this.
I've been told Colonel
and-
Shaneyfelt's going to wear some type of dress or something with duct tape.
We will all be waiting for that.
But it's going to be exciting, sir. There's a colossal food. There is colossal cookie challenge. There is cook your own brisket. I guess they're bringing out some barbecue grills, and you bring what kind of steak, and they'll test it and see who has the best steak.
Outstanding. A lot of stuff going on. One thing that's not going on is fireworks.
And there's a lot of questions about
Yeah,
this. In fact, we
yeah.
got one on our Facebook page earlier
Right.
last week.
So let me lay this out for everybody. It is foggy in Massaua on the 4th of July most days. So we did a little historical analysis, and 7 of the last 10 years we have had to cancel the fireworks because the weather just did not support it. And you look at the climatology, all that stuff, that is no freaks nature. That's just the way it is around here this time of year. And when we have to cancel it, it is about a $25,000 bill to the wing. And so rather than having a 70% chance of canceling it, what we're looking to try to do is move it to Labor Day out around that time and try to do it there where the weather is historically better. So I know there's a great tradition with 4th of July and fireworks, but the realities of our weather patterns and limited dollars and trying to, not throw money into the fog is what drove us to that decision. So we spent a lot of time thinking and talking about that. It kind of hurts in the heart, makes sense in the head. We still want to get fireworks. Labor Day is also, a good chance to celebrate and stuff. So that's where we're looking to do it. And that was a decision made up at my level. If folks don't like it, sorry, but that's the reasoning behind it. We've just been bit too many times by it.
Even last year, 4th of July, I think we went 3 straight nights in a row trying to
Right.
set it up, and each day it just too fog.
Yeah.
It rolls in.
Yeah, and historically, that's, again, 7 out of 10 years.
Right. And that's not, you can't shoot off fireworks in that environment. You're not going to see it anyway. It's not going to be good for anyone. So it doesn't make a lot of sense. It's unfortunate because people associate fireworks with the 4th of July, but we can do them later on. Then that's good enough.
They also associate mechanical bulls.
They do.
with the 4th of July.
I'm going to try that mechanical bull. I got to give it a shot.
Oh, sir, you said it first, right here.
I'll get up there right behind you.
Oh, my Lord. Okay, well, we need to know when that happens. Yeah. AFN, we're going to be live at the event from 11 to 3, so we might have to do that live on the air.
It will be sometime between 11 and 8.
Yeah.
Sometime during that day.
Right. I'll give it a try.
It's going to be a great event. And what a good idea, too, as a state fair, and to have it kind of spanning. There's also a shuttle that's running because they say don't bring your cars out there because there's not going to be any room to park, so use the shuttle. And I understand the shuttle schedule's on the 35th FSS
It should be, yes.
website for you, too.
And it's also good, I guess, I don't know, I assume there's going to be
There will be
beverages.
alcoholic beverages.
Right, and that way, like you live in the north area, stuff like that, you don't have to worry
Right.
about drinking and driving. You can go have a couple beers and get a ride home, and it's going to be great.
That's right, because we've had a little bit of trouble with DUIs recently.
We have. That's been a little disappointing, I have to say. In fact, last weekend we had 2 DUIs. And one of the things, just besides being obviously responsible and putting folks' lives in danger and yourself in danger and your career in danger, I look at it also through the lens. One of the things that keeps me up at night, actually not much keeps me up at night because I sleep pretty well. But if I were going to be kept up at night, our relationship with the Japanese, having some sort of problem off base, and when we have a DUI downtown, it is big news and big business. As I talk to the leadership downtown, that is a constant source of discussion. And I was talking with a Japanese leader just the other night, and he said, you all have 2 faces on the base. You have the face of the warrior, but you also have the face of ambassador. And in that ambassador face, we got to remember that we got a responsibility with the Japanese people to do that. Now, that doesn't mean you go drinking and driving on base either, because we've had some of those issues. So we just got to watch it. We got to look out for each other. We got to be strong enough leaders to step in when we see it going wrong, whether it's someone we know or someone we don't know, and keep that from happening, and obviously have the self-discipline to make smart decisions.
A lot of opportunities too. We have the Mad Monkeys, we have the taxi service on base, and you always have supervisors too for
Yeah.
people to call and try to find a way home that's safe.
Anything from your perspective on that? Or
Well, I couldn't agree with you more. We're certainly not perfect on the Navy side, though I am very proud of the behavior of the sailors on the base, both the deployed and the permanent party sailors. But we've had problems with that in the past, and it's something that we have to stay on top of. I speak with our various Navy commanding officers and supervisors at Misawa as frequently as I can, and that's one of the things we talk about. The impression that we give to the community as far as our professionalism is something that is very important to our nation, and it's something we can't get back. Once you screw it up, it takes a long time to get it back, and I think we all understand that, and we'll just keep the press on.
yeah, and overall, I don't want to give the wrong impression. Overall, I'm very proud, just kind of like what Captain Rodman said of how our folks do here. In the big picture, we do a really nice job. It's in the small picture sometimes, but like you said, you can do 1,000 things right and get one thing wrong, and they don't remember what you did right on there. So something to need everybody's help on that, please, and we just got to stay on it. And plus, it's just smart. The last thing we want is someone getting hurt or someone hurting somebody else.
Absolutely. Just doesn't make a lot of sense. It is 8:15 on Friday morning, 68 degrees outside. Beautiful weather out there. Great things going on the space and weather-wise. Really love feeling that vitamin D hitting the skin. That's what everybody's kind of looking for. We'll be talking more about what's going on with the Navy when we come back. But first, I got to do a little 80s break for you. A little Rick Springfield and Jesse's Girl right here
Girl.
on The Source.
Jesse is a friend. Yeah, I know he's been a good friend of mine. But lately something's changed, it ain't hard to